Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Chanda Balava Girivardhari. Gopi Chanda Balava Girivardhari. Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Chanda Balava Girivardhari. Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are reading now from the Srimad-bhagavatam, 8th Canto, 10th chapter. Many verses today, because only one has purport, a little purport, from 7 to 25. So this is number 7. The chapter is called, what is the chapter called? The demigod, the war between the demigods and demons. Shankaturya Mridanganam Bheri Dhamarinang Mahan Hasyashva Ratapatinam Nadatam Nishvano Bhavat Shankaturya mridanganam Peridamarinam Mahan Hashtashvaratapattinam Nadatam Nishpalo Bhavat Shankaturya mridanganam Peridamarinam Mahan Hashtashvaratapattinam Nadatam Nishpano 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 Bhavat. Word for word. We can speak that this part to the microphone too. Otherwise, nobody hears anything. Yeah. Your participation is more important than mine here. Shankha of conch shells. Turya of big bugles. Mridanganam and of drums. Beri of bugles. Damarinam of kettle drums. Mahan, great and tumultuous. Hasti of elephants. Ashva of horses. Ratapatinam of fighters on chariots or on the ground. Nadatam, all of them making sounds together. Nishvanaha, a tumultuous sound. Abhavat, so became. The sounds of the conch shells, bugles, drums, berries, and damaris, kettle drums, as well as the sounds made by the elephants, horses, and soldiers who were both on chariots and on foot, were tumultuous. Let's repeat after me. The sounds of the conch shells, bugles, drums, berries, and damaris, kettle drums, as well as the sounds made by the elephants, horses, and soldiers, who were both on chariots and on foot, were tumultuous. Tumultuous means big sound, very loud. So there's several verses here that have no purport. So first one that has a purport is number 25. So we'll just read the translations here. On that battlefield, the charioteers fought with the opposing charioteers, the infantry soldiers with the opposing infantry, the soldiers on horseback with the opposing soldiers on horseback, and the soldiers on the backs of elephants with the enemy soldiers on elephants. In this way, the fighting took place between equals. Some soldiers fought on the backs of camels, some on the backs of elephants, some on asses, some on white-faced and red-faced monkeys, some on tigers, and some on lions. In this way, they all were engaged in fighting. It's there. Yeah, everything was engaged in fighting. So these are the demigods and the demons fighting now. So they're even sitting on the backs of camels. It says some on asses, some on white-faced and red-faced monkeys. They must be big monkeys. Some on tigers and some on lions. The demigods and demons are fighting with each other. I think both sides. I think so. It's not specifying. Okay. You want to be translating as we go along and make it? It's good. But speak directly into the microphone, because otherwise, those who are watching outside will hear only nothing, and they will not know what's going on here. Yes. So the next translation. It's a long translation, so we'll have to do it sentence by sentence, I guess. Huh? Oh, this is verse number, it's Canto 8, chapter 10, verse, we started at 7. We're doing this verses 10 to 12 is the next translation. Yes. Okay. There's no purport here until later on. Okay, so here's the verse. O king, some soldiers fought on the backs of vultures, eagles, ducks, hawks, and basa birds. Yeah. Okay. Some fought on the backs of Demigods, which can devour huge whales. Some on the backs of shorabas, and some on buffalo, rhinoceroses, cows, bulls, jungle cows, and arunas. Others fought on the backs of jackals, rats, yeah, huge rat, lizards, rabbits, human beings, goats, black deer, swans, and boars. In this way, mounted on animals of the water, land, and sky, including animals with deformed bodies, both armies faced each other and went forward. People were bigger, and this is on the heavenly planets too, or the this is not on Earth. Yes. So, going on. O king, O descendant of Maharaj Pandu, the soldiers of both the demigods and demons were decorated with canopies, colorful flags, and umbrellas with handles made of valuable jewels and pearls. They were further decorated by fans made of peacock feathers and by other fans also. The soldiers, their upper and lower garments waving in the breeze, naturally looked very beautiful, and in the light of the glittering sunshine, their shields, ornaments, and sharp, clean weapons appeared dazzling. Thus, the ranks of soldiers seemed like two oceans with bands of aquatics. That was number 16 to 18 we just read. 16 to 18. There's 3 verses together. But that's what we just read. But now we're going to read. Okay, so this is 16 to 18 here. For the battle, the most celebrated commander-in-chief, Maharaj Bali, son of Virochana, was seated on a wonderful airplane called Vihayasa. O king, this beautifully decorated airplane had been manufactured by the demon Maya and was equipped with weapons of all kinds of combat, for all kinds of combat. It was inconceivable and indescribable. Indeed, it was sometimes visible and sometimes not. Seated in the airplane under a beautiful protective umbrella and being fanned by this best of the chamaras, Maharaj Bali, surrounded by his captains and commanders, appeared just like the moon rising in the in the evening, illuminating all directions. Yes. The next translations. Surrounding Maharaj Bali on all sides were the commanders and captains of the demons, sitting on their respective chariots. Among them were the following demons: Namuchi, Shambhara, Bana, Viprachiti, Ayomukta, Dvimurta, Kalanaba, Praheti, Heti, Avaj Shakuni, Bhuta Swarupa, Vajrad Amrishta, Virochana, Hayagriva, Shankushira, Kapila, Magadubi, Taraka, Chakradrik, Shumba, Nishumba, Jamba, Utkala, Arishta, and so on. All of these demons had been deprived of their own share of the nectar and had shared merely in the labor of churning the sea. Now they fought against the demigods, and to encourage their armies, they made a tumultuous sound like the roaring of lions and blew loudly on conch shells. Baladit, Lord Indra, upon seeing the situation of his frivolous rivals, became extremely angry. In this translation, it has a short purport. On top of the mountain called Udayagiri are large lakes from which water continuously pours in waterfalls. Similarly, Indra's carrier, Airavata, holds water and wine, in reserve and showers it in the direction of Lord Indra. Thus Indra, king of heaven, sitting on the back of Airavata, appeared like the brilliant sun rising above Udayagiri. That was the purport. Om Jnana Timiranda Shakina Jana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Airavata is Lord Indra's elephant. Airavata. That elephant was born also from the churning of the ocean, the milk ocean. Or Lord Indra's demigod, so he's with the demigods. Yeah. Airavata is Indra's elephant. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, Lord Indra is a demigod. So his elephant is also supporting the demigods. Yes, Indra's elephant is named Airavata. Hmm. So it's hardly. I can't say much about this verse or purport. Maybe we should just read a little bit more. All these last few chapters have had a lot of verses without purports. So let's go on. Surrounding Lord Indra, king of heaven, were the demigods seated on various types of vehicles and decorated with flags and weapons. Present among them were Vayu, Agni, Varuna, and other rulers of various planets, um, along with their associates. The demigods and demons came before each other and reproached one another with words piercing to the hearts. Then they drew near and began fighting face to face in pairs. O king, Maharaj Bali fought with Indra, Kartikeya with Tarika, Varuna with Hiti, and Mitra with Prahlad. Huh? The last one I read was 28. That was the last one I read. Yamaraj fought with Kalanaba, Vishvakarma with Maya Danava, Twashti with some Twashti with Sambara, and the sun god with Virochana. The demigod Aparajita fought with Namuchi, and the two Ashvini Kumara brothers fought with Vrishaparva. The sun god fought with the 100 sons of Maharaj Bali, headed by Bana, and the moon god fought with Rahu. The demigods controlling air fought with Puloma, and Shumba and Nishumba fought the supremely powerful material energy Durga Devi, who is called Bhadrakali. O Maharaj Parikshit, suppressor of enemies, Arindra, Lord Shiva fought with Jumba, and Vivavasu fought with Mahishashvara. Along with his brother Vatapi. His brother Vatali fought with the sons of Lord Brahma. Dormasha fought with Cupid, the demon Utkala with Matrika, demigoddesses, Brishapati, and Shankaracharya, and Sanishchara, Saturn, with Nara Kumara. The Maruts fought with Nivata Kavacha. The Vasus fought with Content, Kalakea. Huh? I'm reading right now verse number 30. It's three verses together, 32 to 34.
Yeah, and maybe you can read a little bit to describe more tell why the demigods demons starting fighting for next time.
Yeah, yes, they're fighting because the demons they got cheated. The demons were cheated by the demigods. Well, actually, they were cheated by Lord Vishnu in the form of Mohini Murti. Because remember, they all sat down at the request of Mohini Murti, who they trusted, and but she came and gave the nectar only to the demigods. The demons got nothing. So now the demons are very upset. They're very upset. So much work. They had to also work so hard, and then they didn't get the nectar after all. She gave it all. She gave it all to the demigods. Demons didn't get anything.
His nectar of like will be secure now, yeah?
That's what it says. So the demigods and the demons had an agreement. They were going to work together, churn the ocean, get the nectar, and then after the nectar came, then they were going to divide it equally amongst themselves. But the demons were only thinking, when the nectar comes, we're going to take it for ourselves. Demigods don't get anything. And the demigods are thinking the same thing.
Why the demon doesn't want to share this demigods? If they're like half demons, half demigods, there will be no fight, no war. But they're like demons will also say, like in order to give all to demigods, and there's like demon upset. But like in the beginning, the demons won't take all nectar, doesn't want to share it.
Demons would have taken everything. But instead, the demigods took everything.
But my thinking was he came and took from demons all nectar, yeah? In the beginning, they took nectar demons.
Yeah, the beginning, to go over this story again, the Dhanvantari came up from the ocean with the nectar. Dhanvantari is known in relationship to Ayurvedic medicine. So Dhanvantari came with the nectar. The demons took it away. And Lord Vishnu and the demigods are all upset because now the demons have the nectar that they all worked hard for. So demons took it away, and the demigods were upset. So Lord Vishnu says, "Don't worry, we will. I will trick them. I will trick them by my illusory energy." And then he expanded. He manifested himself as Mohini Murti, this beautiful lady. So that was, and then the demons became very captivated with her beauty, wonderful lady, like that, and they, and at the same time, the demons, when they had the nectar, they're fighting. They immediately started fighting amongst themselves. Oh, I should drink first. Well, I'm senior. Well, I'm this. I'm this. They're fighting between themselves. Which demon is going to get the first chance of the nectar? And of course, whoever gets first chance will take as much as they can. So they're fighting like this, and the demigods are becoming very unhappy because they also wanted the nectar. So then, um, so Lord Vishnu says, "Don't worry, I will trick the demons by my illusory energy," and that's when he manifests as the Mohini Murti.
I thought there was Martin Murti, and he was demigod. So was believers, and that like Martin Murti was so attractive.
Yes.
Parvati was wife, and starting for Martin.
I can hardly hear you, but anyway, the demons and so Mohini Murti appeared. The demigods became very much bewildered by her, and they were already fighting amongst themselves. So that somehow they trusted her to, okay, we'll give the nectar to you, and you arrange how it's being divided. And they assumed that she would be very, give most everything to the demons, and a little bit to the demigods only. They were thinking like this. So they gave it to her. Of course, after she got it, then it actually all went to the demigods. So now the demons are very angry, because they were cheated, and probably more so because then after it was all over, Mohini Murti, or Vishnu as Mohini Murti, revealed who he actually is. He is actually God. He's not just some beautiful lady, but he's actually the supreme personality of Godhead.
I was confused. Like Martini Murti and the demons, they see the solution from woman Martini Murti and they start fighting each other. Yeah? The demons between demons, they start fighting also.
Yeah, they were fighting before she appeared.
Before.
Yeah, they weren't fighting over her. They're fighting. I want the nectar first. No, I want the nectar first. I'm senior. Well, I'm stronger. Whatever. They're back and forth. They were arguing. They're arguing to who's going to get the nectar. Because they're thinking whoever gets the first nectar get the most of it.
When Martini Murti came, she's so beautiful woman, there are also demons wants to enjoy this woman,
Yeah.
They're fighting also each other. Yeah?
Well, they didn't fight. They didn't fight over her. No, but they did. But she actually stopped them from fighting with each other because they entrusted her to divide up the nectar. Okay, and she arranged. Okay, demons, you line up here, sit down. Demigods, you sit down over here somewhere, and I will distribute the nectar to all of you. That was her. That's what they were expecting anyway. But as soon as she got the nectar, then she said, "Oh," she's saying to the demons, "Oh, you demons, you're these demigods. They're so lusty. They're so greedy. They can't control their senses. And all these, and that's why they went to drink it first. So let me just give them a little something, and then I'll come back and give it to you." And of course, the demons are thinking, "I am." Yes, we are great. We are powerful. We are most intelligent. We are, we're we're great in so many ways. So yeah, okay, we will. You give a little bit to them, and then we'll get most of it. So they're thinking like that. But in reality, she had no intention of giving it to the demons. This is just a reason for walking away and giving it to the demigods. Now, in the end, Mohini Murti, or Vishnu as Mohini Murti, showed who he actually was. So now the demons are really upset because they were cheated by God, by Vishnu.
After that, when Mahini only started demigods, demons started fighting with demigods.
Yeah. So now the demon, because they had previously been fighting, and the fighting stopped because they were working together to churn the ocean of milk. Now again they're starting to fight.
How many years this fighting was continuing? Like,
I don't know. I mean, it's not stated here. I haven't read it here yet.
I heard the class somebody said similar to this material world. It's like some powerful empire, some powerful country fighting each other for electricity, for petroleum, for like some value.
I don't know how. We haven't read here exactly how long the fight went on. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how this fighting turns out.
Maybe centuries, maybe some years.
Well, by our time, it's quite possible because these are demigods, and their lifespan is much longer than ours here. So they might have, even if they fought for a month of their time, that would be thousands of years of our time. So, but I can't say authoritatively, how long they fought without researching it. And maybe even then, maybe not. I'm getting to the end of my allowed time here.
Thank you so much for wonderful class.
So tomorrow we'll continue. Tomorrow we continue with the Srimad-bhagavatam.
And tomorrow what will we prepare? Like
Um,
Russian maybe or some songs?
um,
Will be 35, and today 32, 34.
what did we read today?
Like we stop for 34.
36, 35.
34 we stop.
We didn't do 35. I think number 35. We'll start with 30.
We have question.
Oh.
The question is when fighting each other, demons and demigods, and sometimes they are possibly demigods, and where is he go after death, for demons when he die, on battlefield, where after like pass away, where he going, what happens?
Where do the demigods go?
Like on this battlefield, somebody like fighting was killed, and what spirit soul where is going?
If it was a religious fight, just like Battle of Kurukshetra, Arjuna was making, or Krishna was making those arguments to Arjuna. Fight for the sake of fighting, and because you're fighting on the basis of religion, you're fighting on the basis of, Vedic the Vedas, you're fighting on that basis. So therefore, when you die, the Kshatriyas automatically go on to the heavenly planets. That's how it was for, at least for the Battle of Kurukshetra.
That question also, they are only human planets or they a little bit more up, they are not going for spiritual world or they are like...
No, don't say they might go into the spiritual world.
Yeah.
You only go to the spiritual world by engaging in directly in devotional service to the Lord.
Where is demons going after passing away? There was in verses was mentioned there was big animals, elephant, rats, cedars, and these animals where is going after passing away. Thank you so much, Canto.
Hare Krishna.